Today we're going to learn about perspective and how to show size with drawing a monster. Enjoy! Today you're going to want your paper portrait and you're going to want something to draw with and something to color with as well. So what we're going to learn today is how to do perspective. One of the things with perspective is showing objects of different size. So today we're going to draw a really large monster and a small boat. When you make something smaller, you can kind of tell the perspective. So what we're going to start with is we're going to start with a head. So you want to come about the middle of your page, kind of to the left. I'm going to do two bumps that look almost like a stretched out M or a small mountain. Then I'm going to, inside these bumps, put my eyes. So I'm going to come and draw really wide U's. Go ahead, Julia. Good. One more. Great job. Then I'm going to close them. Go ahead. So this is going to be my monster that's obviously going to be quite large. That's going to help us to show the size of the boat. Then I'm going to draw inside my eyes. Go ahead. Two U's. And then I'm going to draw one more U inside in black and in the middle one. Might make my white a little bit smaller. Now in between the two eyes, I'm going to draw almost like a parenthesis shape, but that kind of comes up at the end. Go ahead. It doesn't have to be perfect, just make your parentheses so that they face each other for a nose. Good, other side as well. Then I'm gonna draw a little nostril coming up on each side. It's a monster, so as ugly as you want it. I want to have kind of hairy eyebrows going over my eyes. So those can be kind of brushy. They don't need to be perfect. Nice, you might want to come all the way to this point. Good, and then do one on the other side as well. For my mouth, I'm going to make a rather wide mouth. So I'm going to come and have it downturned. So I'm going to go slope up, over, and down. Up, over, keep going over, over. Yep, that works. You can make that a tooth. Keep going over, further, and down. Then we're going to close it. And then I'm going to put teeth on the top and the bottom. So make some triangles, does not matter how many you do, up to you. Just add in a few triangles for your mouth. Behind it, behind the teeth, I'm going to shade in black as well, like we did with the eyes. I might go over it a little darker later with my crayon, but just so you remember, it makes your mouth look deeper and darker.
Like it just doesn't stop going down until the end of the bottom.
Makes them a little scarier. I also want to do some ears. So the way I like to do my ears, I'm going to come on either side of the eye, and I'm going to draw a shape like that first. And then I want to come over and make a second line that follows it for the back side of the ear. Good, yep. Then I want to do the same thing on the other side. And then a second line going back. Yours can just go off the page. Just like that. Yep. And then one more line. Then I'm going to make horns. My horns I'm going to do curly. Go ahead. And I'm going to do mine right next to the ears. A lot of monsters have horns. You can make your horns have stripes, kind of whatever you want. The next thing I'm going to do is draw some arms. So one of the things that's important with the arms is we're going to come above the head. So I'm going to go a little bit below the mouth. I'm going to end up connecting, but I'm not ready yet. I'm going to make an arm that's like that first. Go ahead, Julia. So below the mouth, start here. Slide up to here. And then slide over up to here. Just like that. Nice job. Then we're going to make a second line right below it that follows the same shape. So right below it, second line. Follow the shape. Yep, keep following the shape. Does not need to be precise. Then off of this arm, I'm going to do claws. So the way I'm going to do claws is I'm going to do 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. Then I want nails coming off of mine. So I'm going to come to the end and draw long nails. Just to give it kind of a more menacing look. Right above the head of the monster, we're going to draw a boat. So I'm going to come and draw the shape of the boat just above. Now this is where we really start to show perspective. We don't know how large our monster is until you see the size of the boat. I'm going to draw a line coming up. So when you draw something smaller, it shows how large the monster is. I'm going to triangle for the sail. I want mine to be a fishing boat. So I'm going to put a little circle for the head and a line. There's my man. And then I'm going to have a fishing pole that's going down behind my monster. Just drop it all the way down to the monster and stop when you get to the monster. All the way down behind him. Yep. We're going to draw a second arm. Now mine is going to come off the page. If you did your monster further over, you'll have room. Mine I'm going to start with the claw this time. I'm going to kind of go backwards. From here, I'm going to draw my claw on the other side of my monster. I'm going to do the menacing nails. Then I'm going to do the arm. I'm going to come here and bring 2 lines in to show the arm. Just like here, bring in 2 lines. So that our arm kind of goes off the page. Next, we actually get to form the body. From here, you make a line that comes behind the arm on each side. Go ahead. So here to here. Drop down, stop. And then one on the other side as well. I'm going to have the body continue off the page. If you want to add in, so from here, follow the line down. Same on the other side. If you want to add in scales or spikes or anything like that, you can. I'm going to also show another thing to show perspective. I'm going to show a submarine over here that's small too, so that the monster looks rather large, because we know submarines are big. So if it looks tiny, it makes the monster look larger. I'm going to make like a teardrop shape.
Like a teardrop.
but on its side.
Through
Yeah.
the water.
Then I'm going to put the end like that. And then one more on top. A small rectangle on top. Make a line in the front. And then you want 3 windows. Then I want it to have a beam that's beaming like it sees the monster. Now our last 2 steps, now we need to show the water. So I'm gonna come up here and draw my horizon line. So I want it behind the boat so that the boat looks like it's underwater as well. And I'm going to draw a line. When I get to the monster, I'm gonna stop, pick up my pen, and go to the other side. Same over here. And I kind of go, okay, I'm not gonna actually make my line. Make the line, continue it over. When I color, I might color some blue over it, over the monster to show that it's behind the water. But right now, I don't actually want a line going over my monster. So look, you need to start at the boat. So start here at the boat, and go that way. Stop when you get to the monster, pick up your pen, and continue. Now we'll come to the other side. You really have hardly any over here. So right here, you can just make you kind of already have a line, so you're fine. So that's all gonna be our water. The last thing I wanna do is I wanna add some clouds. So clouds get smaller as they go closer to the horizon. So I'm gonna draw one larger cloud first. Go ahead and draw a larger cloud.
Can I do it on the edge?
Does not matter. Then I'm going to have my next cloud get smaller to show it going further away. And then I don't know if you have room, but I have room. I'm going to do one more teeny tiny cloud there. And then I want one more cloud to kind of just still show him in the sky over here. So that's showing perspective to show how our monster is really large with our 2 small boats. Hope you enjoy. We're going to fast forward now to color.